Today, I'll be giving my revenge on the Cape Air Tecnam. Last year, I attempted to fly their awesome-looking Tecnam P2012 Travel out of St. Louis, but then the little thing got swapped to a Cessna 402. And on top of that, I ended up getting stuck at their small airport. I've been meaning to fly on their Tecnam to redeem myself from that trip since then, and then fast forward to today, it's go time. What's going on, guys? Casey Fry here. Today I'm on our highway left off last time. We're going to be taking Cape Air's Italian Tecnam P2012 Traveler from here up to northwestern Michigan. Checking in online for a Cape Air flight is done through the online check-in button on the website. I couldn't find a check-in button through my itinerary, so I entered my name and confirmation number to find my booking. Once you confirm you aren't carrying anything dangerous, and your name, and your number, check-in is complete. You can either get a boarding pass emailed to you as a PDF, or printed physically. Alright, the inbound aircraft is on a left downwind. It's about 10 minutes out, but then it's got to land and taxi in and park here and deplane. So in reality, it won't be here and deplaning and be ready for us for another, half hour. But that's fine. It's ahead of schedule. We're not supposed to board for another 45 minutes. So far, everything's on time, but it's Cape Air, so I wouldn't be surprised if it changes at the drop of a hat. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to jinx anything else. But here we are. Cape Air uses one of the ground level gates out here, since it's a small plane, which isn't really a surprise. So we're going to be boarding from gate Golf 15, which is on the ground, and we're going to be walking out on the ground and getting on. And after a few rounds of the waiting game around the boarding area, they were ready to recheck us back in. And then
the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. I'll be coming back on the 410 flight.
I was about to.
On the same. Is that the same plane?
I was about to mention. It's gonna be
same plane, yeah.
Yes.
For the 410? Okay, yeah.
410, yeah.
Okay.
So I actually print your boarding pass already. So please just recheck with them.
Okay, sweet.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Just please recheck with them.
As it turned out, we were boarding from a remote stand. They got all 7 of us on a bus and drove us out to the plane. I'm not going to complain about seeing everything from ground level, or getting some new subscribers from the crew. Yeah,
whatever you do.
KSEA, so capital KSEA.
Like Seattle Airport?
Exactly, yeah. And then Space Flyer.
Flyer? What flyer?
Okay, like
Kilo Sierra. This time the crew was a lot more relaxed about me filming the boarding. I stepped out to the 3-0 November 965 Charlie Alpha, delivered new to Cape Air in December of 2020. I squeezed through to seat 2B with a width of 16 and a pitch of 32. There were even USBs. I did not see that coming.
Sweet, how we doing?
How are you?
Not too bad. My name is Clay. This is Jake alongside me. We're going to go up to Manistee today. Flight time, an hour 5, an hour 10 minutes, wheels up, wheels down. Actually, any first timers with Cape Air today? You? Well, me too.
Before long, the PIC was doing the safety demo, and we started our journey through the concrete jungle of O'Hare to the runway. The engine next to me was super loud, so you couldn't really hear me trying to talk over it into the mic. The thing is super loud, and I'm not the prop, so I have no idea how we can handle it. But basically, all I said was that we were airborne, and that I was happy with how chill everyone was being with me filming, unlike the gate agents with Cape Air last time. It was also fun being able to see in the cockpit at the big G1000s giving other flight information. I also mentioned how surprised I was when I saw the cabin for the first time, and the fact that it had USBs at every seat, which was a huge surprise. But that excitement was relatively short-lived, because the PIC yelled back making a pretty interesting announcement.
If you
We're good? I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 40 degrees outside. It's up to you guys, obviously, if you want to keep going with 40 degrees. Because otherwise, we have another spare aircraft in Chicago. We can go swap it out. But it's completely up to everybody.
Okay, what is it with Cape Air and their cabin heat not working? Everyone literally just voted that we should keep going with the in-op cabin heat. I also confirmed with the PIC that we were still airworthy, so we weren't going to repeat it last time we got stuck because the cabin heat didn't work. The route we took was direct to KMBL, so we went straight over the water, which provided us to a pretty scenic view of Lake Michigan. As we prepared for our arrival, the crew put in the instrument in port 422A to MBL as we were about 40 miles out. The cabin did though get a little chilly near the end, but it wasn't too major uncomfortable. And before I knew it, we were in the downwind leg and the pattern to land.
Folks, welcome to Manistee. Thank you so much for playing with us today. We appreciate it.
Who's landing?
Sorry?
Who's landing?
It's just,
Alia.
yeah. So hey, so sorry again about the heater. It worked going down.
Have a good one.
Thanks, see you next one.
Happy Easter. Welcome to Manistee.
Alright, we are here in Manistee. So good news and bad news. The bad news is that we're going to have to put the aircraft down for the in-op cabin heat, even though the PIC technically said it was airworthy, but we do have 2 other spare aircrafts here that we can take down to our hair. So unlike Kirksville last time, we actually do have spare aircrafts here, which is super nice. But yeah, the staff so far with Cape Air has been amazing so far. I actually just got offered by the gate agent here to drive me into town for some food, which is a very small town airport like thing to do, and just extremely above and beyond hospitality here. But yeah, this airport only seats about 9 packs a day on the one flight in, which is also pretty crazy. I mean, it was a full plane, about pretty much all the seats taken, about 7 seats taken. The only 2 seats that were empty were the 2 up front, up in row 1. But I only booked this for the Cape Air Technum on the one route from Chicago to Manistee. That's once a day. So yeah, I'm here. I'm going to take in what I can. Here. You probably have KFC flyer.
All right.
Where do you know me from?
YouTube.
What video, I mean?
I do believe it was one of our Midwest routes. Was it To Quincy or Owensboro, maybe?
Cape Bear was to Kirksville.
Okay, Kirk.
It was from that?
Pardon me?
It was from that one?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
We kind of, most of us go back and kind of watch a lot of our YouTube channels
Fair.
in reference to Cape Air to see if there's ways that we can improve for the passengers.
Love that, yeah. And that's what I love doing as like a flight reviewer. Because I have a system like at the end of every flight where I rate the flight and like tell them what they could do better on, what they did well, and like all that. Hoping that, you know, more airlines could see it and improve. And sometimes I get like employees from the airlines that would, you know, explain like how they're like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, between now and last time, it's honestly night and day. I mean, like I mentioned with the Cessna, we had another cabin heat failure, so I actually was stranded up there for the night, which wasn't great. So, if you remember that or not.
We have 3 planes on standby.
That's amazing.
2 up here and 1 in Chicago at all times.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it should be.
We never had that luxury, but unfortunately with a few of our Midwest stations closing, down, you know, and Nashville and Kirksville, Owensboro, and St. Louis.
Yeah.
It gave us the opportunity to bring a few more planes and put them strategically where we needed them.
Right, yeah. And we didn't have that in Kirksville. They were going to fly a Tecnam up back from St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
But that flight got canceled for some reason, so I ended up taking like a 3-hour bus ride back down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. This was on Easter Sunday, and the options were limited, so I just opted for a very common fast food travel meal. Alright, so where are you going?
I'm going to take you down and show you where Lake Michigan is along the Manistee shoreline.
Nice. Confidently able to say we out here at the coastline of Lake Michigan, all the way out there. So normally when I do these small town airline videos, I never leave the airport, but the Cape Air customer service just went above and beyond today and offered to take me out. It kind of helped that he's familiar with the channel and watches YouTube flight reviews, but he offered to take me out, get lunch, and take me out here to the waterfront where it's absolutely beautiful. Out here, you got a boat propeller out there behind me. You have a lighthouse here at the end that I was kind of walking toward, and the entirety of Lake Michigan just all the way out there. So beautiful, so peaceful. All kind of by the waterfront of Manistee. And again, huge shout out to the Cape Air customer service that went above and beyond today. And I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for, like, you know, his awesomeness. What's your name?
Ron.
Raleigh. Nice to meet you, sir.
Good to meet you.
Thanks again, dude. Guys, let's give it up for Ron. Go put Ron's a legend in the comments. Alright, welcome back to the terminal. The flight back to O'Hare boards in about 20 minutes. We do have a new aircraft with hopefully working cabin heat to get us down to O'Hare. So I think we're out of the woods there. This one's going to be a pretty full flight as well, heading back down. So people are starting to show up for it. So we're going to have another full heavy Tecnam with a decent amount of fuel and pretty full packs sent down. So it's going to be pretty heavy getting out of here, which should be pretty fun.
You're flying with us head down to Chicago. In just a few moments, that gate will open for TSA for your pre-flight screening. You please proceed through. We'll get you on your way. Have a great Easter. Thanks for flying Cape Air.
Alright, everyone is here, clear TSA, in the waiting room, ready to board. It's dead silent in here, which is why I'm talking like this into my mic. Waiting to board. The aircraft's all set up, the boarding door is open. The TSA is closed, we're just waiting for the PIC and everyone to get ready and get us on. Still looking at Anton Pacciardi here though. Just playing the waiting game for a bit until we can board.
Alrighty, we've got boarding passes and go over our little seating chart real quick. So, for row 1 will be Chloe.
What?
You're in trouble, that's what.
That's what I thought.
You're in row 1. Cole in 4, and Raleigh, you can pick 4, or if you want to fly in that back seat, and row 5 you can as well. At your step when entering the aircraft, feel free to board.
Thanks again.
Oh, you're welcome.
And not long after Captain Clay did the safety demo, we lit him up and headed out.
But in case we really have to, there's flotation devices under each seat, just like in an airplane. Put over your head, inflate them outside the airplane, please, not inside. They'll make the airplane float, not you, obviously. But yeah, the FAA requires you to comply to all crew members' instructions, including light signals, all that stuff. So like these two here, and a whole bunch of stuff back there, there's a bunch of stickers there, just please respect that.
We made our climb out of Manistee to head back to O'Hare. I'll use this time on the way back to use my channel original rating system. My first name is Raleigh, so it's very originally named the Raleigh rating. I used 6 categories to rate each flight. The service was a 10 out of 10. Everyone on the team did a good job at getting another plane out to get us to O'Hare after the one with in-op cabin heat went down. The PIC was hilarious during the safety demo and was overall really chill. Ron from Manistee went over, above, and beyond to give me the best customer service out there to drive me out to lunch, give me a city tour, and even see the waterfront. Ron and I even had a discussion about how most larger airlines forget how to take care of their customers during mishaps, but Cape Air trusts to cover the customer no matter what without them spending any extra cash. They are easily the most caring airline I've ever covered. And I'm not just saying that because they're probably watching this. The cleanliness was a 10 out of 10. As mentioned, I was really impressed to see how clean and sleek the cabin was. The Wi-Fi was a 0 out of 10. There wasn't any provided. But Cape Air, if you add Wi-Fi or hotspots to your Technums on top of the USB, then you'll probably be the Singapore Airlines of unused airports. The food was a 0 out of 10. No snacks were provided on board, so it's up to you to bring your own bites on with you. The entertainment was a 7 out of 10. There is nothing the airline provides to keep you entertained for the flight other than the big windows. So it's up to you to download content to your personal device. There is no Wi-Fi, but theoretically, you could use cellular data if you're in range to access internet, but the airline rules don't allow that. On the other hand, the most notable form of in-flight entertainment from an AvGeek standpoint is being able to see into the cockpit from the first few rows. The beauty of these small GA airliners is the ability to look at the instrument panel and get the same flight information the pilots are, and as well as watching them in action. Especially with the G1000 in this case, it was more durable to watch. The seat was a 9 out of 10. It was a small plane, so the leg space below was bare minimal. It did help though not having multiple bags stuffed down there. Seriously, I had pretty much my own space on the leg back down to Chicago with my single seat row. There was also plenty of storage on the side by the window, or in the seat back pocket. This is a Tecnam aircraft thing, but did I mention that there are USB ports in every seat? Sadly though, the power on the way back didn't work, so that was a slight disappointment. So the overall Raleigh rating is going to be a 6 out of 10.
Folks, welcome to Chicago. Thank you so much for flying Cape Air today.
How we doing?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Alright, thanks man. I'll see you next time. Yeah, see you around. Yeah.
What's your
Send me
name?
the video. My name's Clay.
Awesome, nice to meet you, dude.
Let me talk to you inside real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, man. I'll see you around.
Alright friends, we made it to our hotel in O'Hare for our overnight. I hope you guys enjoyed my review on the Cape Air Tecnam as much as I did on the flight. I definitely do think that they made their comeback, and they definitely redeemed themselves after the failure in Kirksville last time. And speaking of that, the cabin heat issue, that also happened this time, and that was the problem last time that got me stranded up there. So, I don't know, might be a red flag. But they did make it work by having 2 spare planes up there and then 1 spare plane back there. We did have to end up putting the aircraft that I got up there on the way and then taking a new one back down because we took 2 different aircrafts there and back. November 965 Charlie Alpha up there, and November 969 Charlie Alpha back down from Manistee. But they did make it work, and in the end, that's all that matters. It is really difficult and awkward having multiple aircrafts at each turn if that thing were to ever happen. But like Ron said earlier today, we got lucky that we had 2 planes at our disposal, and that usually never happens or isn't as likely to happen in most cases. But yeah, like the same thing happened. I don't know what it is with Cape Air and inoperative cabin heat. The PIC, Clay, actually said that sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know what that's all about with Cape Air. But again, if they can just have multiple aircrafts at their disposal with working cabin heat, because the cabin heat worked fine on the aircraft on the way back down here, which is good. But anyway, as long as I can make it work in the long run, that's all that matters. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys back over the next adventure. Bye for now.